Yeah, you crying because
it's a sensitive subject for sure.
Absolutely, and please let me know if I'm overstepping. But I don't. Sometimes that stuff needs to be talked about or needs to be released because I have my own story as well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry you experienced that. It's very important for us to have both our fathers, kids to have both their parents in the household. Period.
Yeah.
Do you think that do you have a relationship with your father at all?
Mm-mm.
At all? Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of A Mother Before Anything. I'm your host, Jazzidakid, and I have another beautiful mommy here with me today. Before we get started, mamas, did you get some sleep? Did you take care of yourself today? I need you to take at least like 30 minutes to go breathe in and out. I need you to go just say some words of affirmation, something to encourage yourself, and just get some sleep if you can. If you can squeeze in a pocket of a couple minutes of sleep, that's all you need just to get a restart, a reboost, so you can be the best you, so you can be the best mama. Okay, period. Shout out to wearelax.com. If you're looking for some socks like these, friend, a little one too, something like this, different colors, relax fit clothes, muumuus, pajamas, all that. Go to wearelax.com. And shout out to Positivity Alkaline Water, where we keeping it positive all the time, where you can refresh, renew, and hydrate, friend. You got to stay hydrated at all times. You can go kick it in that little fire, but you got, you want to make sure you're hydrated. As always, you can go to your local Walmart and grab it. You can go on a website, or you can just watch us drink it. Okay, listen. Hey, mama.
Hi, mama.
First of all, I just want to say thank you so much because I know you had to drive some ways to come out here. So I appreciate you so much for coming out here because that's love, friend.
No, I would have drove 3 hours.
Oh, okay. That is so sweet, girl. We ain't trying to start crying. Cut it out. But yeah, I have to remind people the reason for this show is because I want mommies to have that. It's kind of hard for us to have that space where we kind of decompress. We can be doing so much. We can be so much for everybody else. And we forget about us. And so this space is a safe space for us to talk about whatever, especially when it comes to mamahood and just being a woman, but just talking about those things that we may have similarities in as being a mom and just talking about it, decompressing and releasing, you know what I mean? So that's what this space is about, y'all.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, ma'am, y'all. We have award-winning actor, a mentor, and of course, a mommy, Miss Amber Rain Smith, y'all, with us today. Yes. Amber, can you kind of like elaborate or expand on what it is that you do to the people that may not know and who you are?
So I am an actor. I've been acting almost 10 years now professionally. I mentor other actors as well, and I'm a business owner. I'm opening up a franchise very soon.
Ooh, can you say anything about it yet?
Yeah, so it's called Kiki Mats. It's a custom doormat, and we do paint parties. So it's really big in Houston. We've done pop-up shops here, but we're bringing a franchise to Atlanta.
Ooh.
So it's coming really soon.
I'm going to say, let me know soon.
I will definitely let you know for sure.
Because we coming.
For
so
sure.
will people be able to like decorate their own mats?
Yeah. So you choose a mat, you choose a stencil, and then you can paint it whatever you want. It can say whatever you want it to say. And
that's lit.
Yep.
Because I got this mat at home that be like, take your shoes off or say something real slick at the mouth. But I like it. So
yeah, we got plenty of those.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
And I'm a mommy.
How is that? Like this? So is this your first? This is your first kid?
Yes, first.
How old is your baby?
She's 8 months as of the 26th.
Ooh, it's still fresh. Congratulations, girl.
Yes.
So how is that? How has that been? How is mommyhood so far for
Ooh, mommyhood.
you? Ooh, 8 months. You still look fresh in there.
Yes, it's everything. I love my baby. I feel like she just brings so much joy to my life, and just like if I'm having a bad day, I can like look at even if she's sleeping, I look at videos of her and just like smile. You know what I mean?
It's a different kind of love. It's a new love.
Oh my goodness, girl, you're gonna make me cry already.
Look, girl, please just do it if you need to. I'm just saying, like, I get it. Like,
it's different.
It's a different kind of love. Like, you love your person. You love who get, you know what I mean? But it's just like, this person came from me.
Yes,
this little being.
yeah. And I had her at home in the tub.
Ooh.
Just me and her dad. Yep,
Oh,
all
accident?
natural. No, it was on purpose. That was the plan.
Yes.
We were supposed to have a doula. She didn't make it in time, so it was just us.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you got to tell me all that because I love that. I hate to say it like it's a bad thing, but my experience was C-sections. So 3 of them. And I always wanted to do something like that, like have the baby in the tub. I'm like, because I just knew the baby was coming, like especially with this 3rd one. I'm like, y'all gonna have to get the tub ready, y'all, because I'm in pain right now. But how was that experience? Like was it like, first of all, let's backtrack. When did you actually go into labor? Like how many weeks were you, and then how was that experience once you actually start having her?
So I think I was 39 weeks, like on the day. About and I think it was just because I got impatient. I was ready for her to come, so I started looking on YouTube for like labor-inducing things, and so like I found this like 90-minute exercise. It was really like a stretch. So I was doing that. So I technically went into labor probably like 50 hours before I had her, but it wasn't active labor the whole time, so I wasn't in pain the whole time. But
your water didn't break or anything?
No, my water never broke, actually. Yeah, if my water didn't break, she was still in the sac until like probably like my 2nd push. Like my first push, I felt like the sac come out.
What?
Yeah.
So you were in the tub, but you felt that? How in this water?
I reached down. And you can feel it. It felt like a balloon. Yeah. Because at first I was like, "Is that her foot?" I was hoping she wasn't breech. And her dad was like, "No, I think that's her head." And he was like, "No, that's the sac." And I pushed again in her head, and then
you didn't really even break. So did she come out in the bag or in the
no?
sac?
It probably like burst as she was coming out.
What an experience! The first time experience. That is so dope. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
But I know you was bawling soon as she came.
Oh, girl, the tears, the tears, and they haven't stopped.
Did you? Okay. Did you experience like right when you was about to have her, or because you wasn't even able to track how many centimeters you were open?
No.
You just kind of wait a minute. So you started the stretches, and then you were in labor, but you didn't know how much you were opening up.
No, I didn't know how close I was until her dad was on the phone with the doula every now and then. Like he would call her and be like, she's doing this, or like I don't even know what I was doing. But I remember feeling like I had to go number 2, and I was like, no, I don't want to. And that was the most intense feeling. Like I really had to go, but I was scared. And
dude, you didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. And so the doula told him, like, just tell her to if she has to use the bathroom, just use the bathroom. So that's what I thought I was doing, but I was actually pushing her. Yes.
So did you sit down in the tub, or did you go on all 4s?
So I was on all 4s.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I was on all 4s. Yeah. But I would like be getting up, and like I was all over the place. I feel like I was in a whole nother world. Like I would like sit on the side and then get back in the tub, and then like kick him out the bathroom, and then like wait, come back. Like it was
I need you in here with me.
Yes. Where you going?
You know, and I want to give scientific like terms to back me, but we really should not be on our back when we are having a baby. It's not safe, and it's been told for so many decades, so many ages, for us to lay on our back and do that. But think of it as a poop. Seriously, I learned so much this 3rd baby that I just knew I was like ready to go if I was gonna have him naturally, because it's like a big poop, like. But you want the body, like the gravity, to do its thing.
Exactly. You don't want they say you don't really even have to push.
No, you don't. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You let the gravity do it by the certain position that you're in. And so when you're on all fours, it's just the baby should automatically just come out. Or
Yep.
like even being induced. A lot of us get induced.
Yep.
We're rushing the process.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, because our due dates aren't really what we say it is.
Exactly.
So,
and the due date is whenever the baby
baby ready.
Yep.
Yeah. So, dude, okay. So what is like your favorite part? What is your least favorite part of like motherhood right now? So far.
Favorite part. Now she says mama a little bit. I love that.
8 months? Them girls. Oh,
yeah.
Girls move so fast.
She on one, yeah. She thinks she too, girl.
Yep.
So that, just like seeing her smile when I wake her up, like, or, you know, when I come into her room, just smiling at me, all gums.
You ain't got no teeth, friend.
None. Lee's favorite, having to leave her, or like the fact that she needs naps at certain times. If she doesn't get them, she's cranky. So it's like, I can't take you because you gonna have attitude.
This is how I look at it. Like, don't we kind of be that way too, though?
Oh, for sure.
That's crazy because it's like, yeah. So that's what kind of helped me with parenthood. Just like my kids could probably get stressed too. They're little people, but that don't mean they don't stress too about certain things. They just don't know how to express it.
Exactly.
Or, you know, so has anything like caught you off guard?
Like as far as like parenting,
even if it ain't happened yet or anything, I'm just saying, has anything like caught you off guard that you didn't like? Oh, I ain't know nothing about this. Like,
a lot. I mean, a lot of things. Like, I think she may have eczema. Like she has like dry or she did. So like that was something that I wasn't prepared for.
Yeah.
I was able to find some lotion that really helps for her. When her poops change or when she's like constipated and like I don't really and babies can't talk, so it's like I don't know. Yeah,
you
I just gotta figure it out. Right.
We gotta figure this out. Ain't no handbook.
Exactly, literally that part.
So are you breastfeeding?
Not anymore. I dried up. That's still sad for me. Like I was cleaning up yesterday and I found like I had like I had put a lot of like the pads that you put in your bra. Yeah. I put like the little trash part in like this bag and like I didn't throw it out yet, so I found it yesterday and that kind of made me feel sad because I'm like, I can't feel baby
How
anymore.
long did you do it for?
Maybe like 4.5 months. I went back to work. It was just it was hard.
I promise. I am a huge, I need to stop saying I'm crackhead about it, but I'm such a big advocate for breastfeeding.
Yeah, me too.
You did the best you can do, mama.
Did, yeah.
4 months is a long time. Even if a baby get the first few drops of milk that first day, that's like the best milk that they could ever get. Yeah. So 4 months is a very long time. Yeah. So do not beat yourself up about that. I still beat myself up after 1 year. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're going to beat ourselves up and we need to stop. Yeah. But you did so good, mama.
Thank you.
4 months is a long time.
Girl, you got me crying.
It's okay. I promise it's okay. It's needed. It's needed. Were you able to put anything away? Like, were you able to put something away?
So I have like one bag that's left, and I made like a cream.
I was gonna say that. That's why I'm asking.
And I also have like placenta. I got my placenta encapsulated, so I have that too.
Have you taken it?
Yeah, I did. I was taking it like regularly when I first had her.
How did
now
you
I just have some like
when you took that? Like, did you feel normal? Did you feel like energized or anything?
No, I don't. I mean, I guess I didn't have anything to compare it to, but I felt normal. Like I didn't feel like an extra anything. But
yeah, because I
probably was getting benefits from it though.
Yeah, I'd see because I'm for natural stuff all the time. I would rather go the natural route before even taking medicine or anything. But when they asked me this last time, you want your placenta? I said, that's a little too natural for me. I said, that's a little too natural for me now. And I did tell them to put in the bag. They put it in the fridge. They was like, we can't keep it here. You got to take it home. I said, you know what? Go ahead and trash it.
They not trashing that, girl. That's worth like $50,000.
But I feel like because I let my baby stay in there so long, I be feeling like it ain't much to it no more. They suck he sucked it dry. I felt like that's what he was trying to give it to me. Girl, like that's a little too
like,
natural.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I was like, no, that's what I'm asking you. Like, did you feel any difference, like, with taking them? Like, you know how you take a multivitamin sometimes?
They say that it helps with hormones and like so I never really experienced like depression after I had her, or I felt pretty normal. So it probably helped me to just like stay regulated.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's really good then.
Yeah.
That's good to know, Mama. So if you can, ask your doctor, because they most likely won't ask you, do you want it? Because they get to get a little change for it. They're going to use it for their benefit.
Right.
So use it for your own. Get your stuff from out of your own body and ask them for it before you go on the table or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
you know, some people put in like smoothies and
friend, that's too natural for me. That's
too natural for me.
But you got it, made it to pill forms, right?
Yeah, so my doula, she dried it out like dehydrated it, yeah, and then put them in little capsules.
Yeah.
So it was like
yeah. I mean, see, I would have did it, but the thought of it would have messed me up. I was like, nah.
Yeah, smelling it.
How was that transition with you like being like you were like when you first got pregnant, knowing like, oh, I'm doing all this acting, all because you're booked and busy, friend. I be seeing you are. Congratulations
Thank
again. You are booked and busy, and so coming from being booked and busy, just you, then you carrying someone, and then that person comes out, and you're responsible for that person.
Right.
How has that transition been for you?
It's been a huge change because I remember, like, it'll be like me talking to my agent and she's like, well, they may need you in New York tomorrow for something. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have no responsibilities. It's just me. Sure. I'm out. I'm there. And I was like, no, you need to call somebody. You need to make sure somebody's available. Like it's added responsibility. Like I have to think about her before I think about me for everything.
A mother before anything.
A mother before anything.
Friend.
Okay.
You a mother before anything. I was going to ask the question, but you already didn't answer it. Like, have you had that moment?
For sure.
So they be booking you, be like, well, I don't know. So have you had to turn down some things?
No, not since I've had her. And that's what I was going to go into. So it worked out, divine timing. Like my mom thinks I manifested it. The strike. So I found out I was pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
And then the strike hit. So nobody's working.
And that worked out perfectly.
It worked out literally, it ended as soon as I had my baby.
That
back to work.
Is because wasn't it like 9 months or something?
Yep.
It was
Yep. About 9 to 10 months, yep.
God was on your side, friend.
Yep. It worked out.
So you didn't even have to experience a big, like, losing out on so much. Like, you was able to pretty much, oh, well, y'all do what y'all do, and so you were able to go through your pregnancy fine, chilling. You know,
and I did work a little bit. Like, I did, like a web series. I think I did a short. I did a commercial, and that's how I announced my pregnancy through the commercial that I did. So I was able to work a little bit during the strike.
Can you tell like the audience, for the people that do not know, like some of the things that you were in, so that people get
okay.
Even though a lot of people recognize you, but just to kind of give people a reminder, or for the people that don't know some of the stuff. I know you've probably been in a lot. You ain't gotta name every single thing, but some of the top things that people may know.
I was in season 1 of Rap Shit on HBO Max.
See, we watched it. I don't remember her being in there.
I was in episode 2 and 7 or 2 and 6 or something like that.
Okay.
Wu-Tang, American Saga on Hulu.
That's big.
Games People Play. Oh, Outlaw Posse. I'm getting hints. Outlaw Posse, which is in theaters, or was in theaters, starring Mario Van Peebles, Whoopi Goldberg, Cedric the Entertainer, John Carroll Lynch, DC Young Fly. So that was like my first theatrical release.
It's a movie.
It's a Western. It came out in March.
I gotta go see that.
I
think I seen you posting pictures about it, but yeah.
It's on streaming now, so yeah, you should be able to see it now.
And what's it called again?
Outlaw Posse.
Outlaw Posse. Okay.
And then the most recent thing, it's coming out, not sure when, is Beauty and Black, and that's Tyler Perry's new series on Netflix.
Ooh, are you a regular in there?
I'm a series regular in that.
Go ahead, girl.
Yes.
I love it.
I'm so excited.
And if y'all don't know, y'all know Hakeem loved the acting world, baby. That was the reason we moved to Georgia in the first place. Acting has been like my first love. Besides dancing, it's like dancing and acting back and forth, but that's why we came out here. But Yeah, that's dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. I
You're
love
in
that
the
you
right
look-
place for sure.
Yeah, I know for me personally, I don't want to, that's like not my main focus like it used to be. It was only that and only that. Oh, I was going to all kind of auditions or what, it was this thing that they used to, John Robert Powers or John Casablanca and stuff like that. We used to audition for stuff like that back at home, but there was no opportunities back at home.
Right.
So we moved here for that. But coming here, I'm seeing that I'm doing way more than just that. You know what I mean? So
that's how God worked, though.
yeah, for real. Do you how is like while you're doing all of this, how is like your support with little mama, little Miss Mamas?
Amazing. I have an amazing support system, and I think I'm blessed in a different way than some people, because I've heard like horror stories about having a baby. Like I was always, told to be like afraid of that because you're gonna have to be up with her all night. Nobody's gonna be there to help you. Her dad is amazing. Like literally got up with her every night and let me sleep whenever, when she was waking up every 2 hours.
Yeah.
My mom lives like 20 minutes away. We have a nanny that is amazing, and my baby loves her. So definitely blessed. I have a great support system.
That is so good. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Did you have to like go to outside of the family to get like a nanny, or did you have somebody within your family?
So I actually met her on set. I was a stand-in on Games People Play, and she was a full-time stand-in too. And so we, clicked since then, and we were friends. And she came to the baby shower and was like, "Girl, if you ever need a nanny, let me know."
Girl, it's just divine timing for me.
I sure did. I said, I need you.
Friend, I need you. So she don't work as much then. I'm guessing she don't have.
But she's a singer, and she does her own thing. She does act too. But yeah, whenever I need her, pretty much, she'll tell me if she got to travel or if she's working or something. But most of the time,
shout out to you, nanny, because
that's my girl Jessica.
Shout out to you, Jessica, because we need people like you.
For sure.
We appreciate people like you, and we love it.
Yes.
And it's needed, especially for mommies working like that. Like it'd be a lot, you know what I mean? Even with help, you know what I'm saying? And so that extra help is needed. Thank you so much.
For sure, thank you.
Yes. So do you plan to have little mama in the, like, how do you plan to like involve her in the acting world, or what's your thoughts on that?
I'm kind of like torn about it. Like, while she's young and like I can, have more control, I might get her into some like something, I don't know, like maybe commercial work or something, like photo shoots or something like that. Maybe, but it's a scary business, and I need to be there at every turn. Like, you ain't going to the bathroom by yourself, none of that.
Absolutely.
So,
For real.
I don't know.
That's an honest
I haven't
answer.
really talked to her dad about it either, so I don't know.
Yes, that's an honest answer, because it can get wicked. It can get wicked.
Yeah.
And like, how early would you want to start her if you did? Like, because you can start as early as now with modeling and stuff too. So
yeah, it's just a matter of like just putting effort towards it. Like I can probably find her an agent, or and start booking her for stuff or submitting her for stuff. I just haven't put any energy into it.
So I know like you be gone for like long periods of time away from her. Like how is, I think you kind of mentioned that before, but like how is that for you when like, okay, well, I'm going to be, have you ever been like booked out of town for like, what's the longest you've been booked away from her?
Overnight, maybe 3 days. I was on a film in New Mexico / Texas, and that was when she was like 2 months. So that was really tough. But anything else has been in Atlanta, so I haven't
haven't had to go out of town?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit.
I go work, come back home. So, yeah.
But 3 days, you said? I know that was the toughest.
Oh, girl, I cried on the plane. I cried in the car. Girl, I was hurt. Yeah, but I would like FaceTime her. She can't talk, so she's
looking at you like she probably can't see that clear. No, 8 months. 8 months. I think.
Well, now, she's more.
Is she moving or walking or anything?
She thinks she can walk, child. She be scaling against her, across her little playpen, like holding on to it and like walking to one side, or like I'll put her in a walker and she be vrooming around the house, pew pew pew.
I know, girls move fast, Amber, but if she moving like that.
Child, she already has siblings. I think we might be good in that department. I don't know.
You don't want no more?
I think we might be good.
She said, I think we good. She got enough. I don't know, Amber. She moving kind of fast. Might need to go take a test or something.
Wow. Don't
just speaking
do that,
facts, friend. Because girls move fast, but 8 months, you said she walking across the thingies.
She be holding herself up.
Girl, you after this, you can go ahead.
Wow.
Let me find out y'all been yeah. I was gonna do you like that just so you can check.
And she got 3, so
exactly.
You already know.
Now hold on, mine ain't. Hold on, yeah, wait. My first one. She was 11 months when I got pregnant. Yeah, 11 months. So yeah, when he came, she had just turned 1, I think, something like that. So these last 2, they got some years apart. But I'm just saying, I'm going according to how she moving. She the first one. She ain't got no. What? How old are her other siblings?
So she has twin brothers. They're 13.
Oh.
And another brother who's 5.
Maybe she in the clear then.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you in the clear.
She's a little princess.
Yeah, she got somebody to look up to and kind of like follow behind them. She trying to catch up.
We good.
All right, you might be good then. And on that note, y'all, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Girl.
Sky is blue, clouds come through, rain down on me, rain down on me. You got me feeling like I'm in a dream, yeah. Girl, I never knew you was a cheater. Swear you had me wrapped around your finger. You got me trapped up in your spell, feeling like I'm in a cell. The sky is blue, clouds come through, rain down on me, rain down on me.
All right, y'all, we're back with the Mother Before Anything with Miss Amber Rain Smith here. We got some fun facts here, y'all. A couple of fun facts before we get back to doing what we do. Number 1, I just mentioned to Amber that I know when I am ovulating. I don't know, like, ladies, let me know if you do or you don't. Some people may call me weird about this thing, but I personally know when I am ovulating, like without even looking at my tracker, because I do use a tracker, but I can hear or feel like some bubbles or something that happens like in my uterus.
That's amazing.
Like in my uterus, it'd be like, it's like some, it's like we,
so
like,
you can like feel your egg coming down or something.
I don't know what's happening in there. I just hear like, it's like a bubbling that happens, and it's not a cramp. It be like, it's like a bubbling, and I've been feeling that since I was in college. And
Wow.
I don't know what it is, but I know, hey, when that's something going on, rumbling and jumbling in there, make sure you ain't rumbling and jumbling so nobody get in there. So, ladies, pay attention to your body. Like, cause if you don't have a tracker and you just out here doing your thing, make sure that you ain't out here going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah.
Don't be rumbling and jumbling.
Don't be rumbling and jumbling if it's rumbling and jumbling. Pay attention. Second fun fact we just found out. It's a little nasty man named King Louis or King Louis from the 1800s or 1500s. The reason that women are laying on their backs having babies is because he enjoyed watching his mistresses. You can look it up for yourself.
It was his fetish, yeah.
It was his fetish, yeah. Making his mistresses lay down on their back and have that baby. He like enjoyed like looking at it, just being a filthy, nasty man. So that's the reason that people are still laying on their backs to this day. I don't know who actually like made it set in stone to make them keep doing that, but You do not have to do that, because what we've learned is when you lay on your back, it's making your pelvis narrow, which is making it harder for the baby to come out. So what you want to do is be on all fours or bend over or something of the sort so that your pelvis can open up and that baby can come out.
And to add on to that, you want to put your knees together and your feet apart.
Absolutely.
That opens up the pelvis even more.
Yep. That's a good one too. You can even YouTube certain positions so that you're not in the wrong position when it's time for you to have your baby. So, or your next baby. So yeah, that's good. That's really good. Oh my gosh, we just talked about something.
I like that little segment.
Yeah. Oh, well, we got something else to say. We backtracking back to when she said something about her placenta. How long did you leave your baby on that placenta?
So she was still attached to.
Oh, you never even told us that, but she said, she told me.
Yeah.
She told me that she left the baby connected to the placenta, y'all.
Yeah, so to get all the nutrients and all the blood that's due to the baby, like that's her blood, just left her attached until the placenta, because it pulsates until the placenta stops pulsing, and you can see like it kind of
when you said
like
go ahead, finish.
Like her umbilical cord got kind of like clear or like more white, and that's how you know all the blood is in her now.
So you when she came out of you, to be sure, when she came out of you, Dad was holding her, and the placenta was still
in me. So what typically happens at a hospital when somebody has a baby is the baby comes out, or they pull the baby out, immediately cut it, and the baby's getting washed up or something else. Like the placenta is in a whole nother area, the baby's in a whole nother area. So we knew that there were benefits to keeping the baby attached, as long as possible. So baby came out, Dad was holding her, the placenta was still in me. So you have to pass the placenta. What you don't want to do is push the placenta, because you could hemorrhage, and you don't want to do that. You can lose a lot of blood that way. Okay. So you just want to let it naturally pass. You will still be contracting most likely, but I just stood up, and like gravity kind of just like let it fall out.
That's another example of you not laying down and you just kind of letting your body do what it's supposed to do. You don't have to force your body to do something that it's already made to do in the first place. So. So how long was she connected to that again?
Oh, so we kept her connected. Maybe it was maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, we just had it like in a bowl next to her. Like I was laying in the bed holding the baby, and the placenta was like in the bowl. Her umbilical cord was connected to it.
And so while it was still in you, you still had to like lay there and contract until it came out.
Yeah.
And you didn't know when it was gonna come out.
Exactly. Yeah. It didn't take that long. Maybe 5 minutes or less. But I've heard that it could take like up to like 30 minutes just for your body to pass it.
Shout out to the doula that helped you over the phone.
Yes, for sure. Shout out to Holly, our doula. She was amazing. Holly. She made me food after I had the baby, like just like fresh food and soups, and she wrapped my belly and gave me like a hip bath. With the like herbs and stuff. So she took really good care of me.
That is so good. You had a dope experience as a first time mom.
It could have been scary. It could have been, and like my mom, like that was the part that was kind of tough. Like I didn't even let my mom know that I was having my baby. I didn't let her know until after I pushed her out, because my mom,
she would have panicked.
She like, you sure you don't want to go to the doctor? You sure you don't want to? And my grandma was in her ear, so that was like, I didn't want to have that extra anxiety on me. So, it's definitely about having a good support system for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I got another question I want to ask relating to that. Is there anything that you didn't understand that your mother did parenting you that you understand now, like now that you're even like a mom? Or
well, the first thing is I understand why she just had one.
Wait, she had one?
Just me.
Oh, she wasn't playing you.
One
you like, I'm doing what my mama did.
Okay, she had her tubes tied, then she got them burnt. Okay, like after one, her doctor did not want her to do it.
I'm gonna say you can't. Yeah. So okay, somebody's lying, because they said like it's after 2 or after 3 kids that you cannot.
Well, your doctor has to approve you, but he didn't want to. So, but I guess she convinced him. She convinced him.
She
He
said,
was like,
I'm telling you right
yeah,
now.
He was like, you're still young. I think she probably waited like 5 years after she had me, but yeah.
Ooh.
He's like, you're so young. You still have baby. She was like, no, I'm good.
She was like, I'm not restarting that clock after 5 years. Was your mom doing acting stuff too, or was she just
No,
working?
she's in corporate America.
Okay.
Yeah, she been working a big girl job for a long time.
She was like, go ahead and burn me up, doc. Do whatever you got. So she got them burnt, snipped, cut,
All
everything.
of it.
Dang. She was not playing. So is there anything that you would take from like your mom? Like as she parented you, like that applied to like.
For sure. So my mom and I have a great relationship.
That's good.
She always invited me to communicate with her. So we would have what she called post checks every so often, maybe once a month or something.
That is good.
Her and my dad divorced, and that was kind of rough on our relationship, me and my mom's relationship. Because I was young. I didn't know no better. I didn't know what the situation was.
Was it because that like you were used to him being there, and then you know what I mean? And
yeah. Well, when I was very young, yeah. So, like I'm saying, like I was young. I was maybe like 9 or something. So that was all I knew.
Right.
So it's like,
tough,
my
though.
whole life is upside down as a 9-year-old. Like that's a big thing.
No, but don't make it small
Yeah.
because that is a big thing. Imagine just seeing your parents there every single day. That's you. It's like you feel secure. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Knowing, okay, like I love that for my children. Like they can see their mom and their dad there, and you know what I mean. And it's a beautiful thing
Yes.
to see for them. You know what I mean? To
For sure.
experience like. So just imagine you experiencing that so
Yeah.
long, and then you turn 9, and this big transition happens.
I never thought about it like that.
Don't make it small though. Don't make it
Yeah.
seem like, oh girl, you're 9 years old. You don't have to. You know what I mean. That don't mean nothing, girl. You just was young, just complaining.
I need some tissue.
No, you need to.
Girl, I'm sick of you.
I got a piece for you, girl.
Thank you. Give me a little bit. Thank you.
I mean, yeah, don't make it seem small though. Don't make it seem like that.
Yeah.
Like that don't hold no weight.
Yeah.
Because that was the foundation of your childhood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We need our fathers there. We need both our parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that just big transition this just happens. Did they just kind of like drop it on you, or you kind of seen it coming? Like you were 9, but we know stuff at 9. Like
Yeah. I really don't remember. I feel like I've blocked a lot of things out. I don't really remember exactly how, the series of events. Like vaguely, like I just remember him like moving out one day or something. And my mom reminds me of this, or she has, that I was just like, she took my dad away from me. That was my mindset back then. I don't even know where I was going with that.
no, I think I asked y'all.
Oh, communication.
Yeah,
yes.
mama brain, y'all. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. My brain is real.
You ain't the only one that feel it. Look.
But yeah, so I feel like so we started having these post checks after their divorce, and we would talk and just give me the floor to express.
That's really good.
Yeah, so I definitely want to allow my daughter to feel her feelings and express her feelings, and like you're telling me, like don't downplay them. Like if you feel how you feel, express it. And yeah.
You saying, and when you were 9, you felt, hey, mama, you took him away from me, and you didn't know why. Did she ever give you explanation?
Not at the moment.
At that time.
Yeah, I think she probably just was, consoling me. Like she didn't want to put it on me.
And she didn't want you to feel.
Now I understand, of
Right.
course, but yeah.
Yeah, you're crying because
It's a sensitive subject for sure.
Absolutely, and please let me know if I'm overstepping. But sometimes that stuff needs to be talked about or needs to be released, because I have my own story as well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry you experienced that. It's very important for us to have both our fathers, kids to have both their parents in the household, period.
Yeah.
Do you think that, do you have a relationship with your father at all?
Mm-mm.
At all? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had to cut him off.
Like after that, like right after that, or it was just
No,
like as you were growing up?
This was as an adult. This was maybe a year or two ago.
It's a tough subject for myself as well. Yeah. I don't kind of want to give my whole spiel, but we're
having words from our producers right now.
Because I understand. Today as an adult, that same subject affects me.
Yeah.
And I have 2 dads, but one that I met, one that was my dad as a teenager, but then my actual biological father I met when I was 16.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And so my dad that I knew was my dad for 16 years, he was incarcerated a lot of times as I was growing up. So I was just like used to it, but it was just like, hey, I know I can go see you in jail. I'm going to come see you. Right. You're going to write letters. Yeah. We're going to talk over the phone. That's what our relationship was.
Yeah.
I didn't think none of it. I'm a kid.
That was normal. That was your normal.
But then my biological father comes around when I'm 16.
Yeah.
And I meet him and he's just so, come here.
Oh, wow.
I'm just like,
I don't even
know. I don't know you. I don't even know. It's only one other man that I know. It's only one man that I really allowed to be super affectionate with me, which is my mom's father. And it's just like, I don't know you. I don't know what to think. This is a lot of information. Yeah. It was a lot happening. And so kind of
Did you know that your father that was in and out of jail, did you know that he wasn't your biological father?
I did not know. I didn't find that out until I was 16 years old. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Yeah. Like my biological father seen my mom on Facebook, and then he seen he was just on Facebook. You know, sometimes I think they were doing a people you may know thing on Facebook some years ago, but I was 16 and he like seen her picture on social media, and he said he seen me on the picture with, I think he went to her page, he was just scrolling, and he seen me on the picture with her, my biological father. And he said he got something struck him in his body. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
He knew.
Yeah.
And so they started talking again. They were teenagers when I was even created. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think my mom understood she can get pregnant by just kind of playing around and stuff like that. Yeah, she didn't know. So she didn't know. And so, and I think her and my other dad were just kind of like on and off. They were 17 years old.
Right.
Kids, but you know, they are in love, but they play, you know, it's probably off and on. Right. I'm not really sure, but he seen her, and I guess they started talking through Facebook, and he was like, look at certain parts of my body. He was like, can you look at her toes? And my toes looked like his. Wow. And we ended up doing a test, and it was like, it had never snowed. It snowed back in home in Milwaukee, and it had never snowed that year. It was like Thanksgiving or something when the test came back, and we went and took a test. After we took that test, like, we got the results. As we were opening the results, it snowed for the first time that year. The snow started coming down as we was opening. It was like a movie. Wow. I'm like, what? And so we opened it, and then I'm like, it said 99.9%. I'm like, I'm 16 years old. I know this other man to be my dad. Who is this?
Wow.
What? This is too much for me. Yeah. Like, and my mom still sometimes would apologize for stuff that I experienced to this day because of, you know what I mean? Because she didn't know. Yeah. And that's why it's important for us to have those, open the floor, like you said. What do your mom call it?
The post checks.
Post checks. Yeah. Open the floor. Talk to your kids, because it's a generational thing that should happen. Like, if my mom's mom didn't open the floor for her to talk about certain things, or didn't tell her certain things, then when my mom come to raise me, she's trying so hard not to do what her mom did, but she may forget certain things that I may need, and then I may do something different with my children. You know what I mean? And so if my mom didn't know that much, and she just was out here doing stuff,
just doing her best,
she was a kid as well, and then it's like she's dealing with the effects of that today. You know what I mean? Even because I'm dealing with it, because I got to deal with these two people that I know is my dad's, and then I got to deal with them clashing, and then them wanting me to be a certain way. He want me to be a certain way. He want me to be a certain way. Yeah. Yo.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I just want a dad.
Yeah.
I just want a dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel you right now. Like, I just want to have a relationship with my dad. You know what I'm saying? I love my mama, but I think it's very important.
It's so important
for us to have our dads at home with us, to have a relationship. If you really just cannot be home with your kids, have a relationship with them. That's That's what they need.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. Thank you for sharing that as well, because I hope somebody's inspired by that. Like, even with my story, like I've been trying to like keep that on the low. I don't know. I just never want to talk about it.
That's your testimony.
I know, but still to this day, I have moments where I cry a lot. I don't even think I've ever told them that. So if they watch it, hey, now you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough. That's a lot.
I never talked about that to them, like how it still tears me up to this day that, hey, I want a relationship with y'all, but I want y'all to love me the way I am, and I want y'all to be cool with, hey, this stuff happened a long time ago. It ain't my fault.
Exactly. You ain't have nothing to do with it. You just the product of it.
I'm a product of, I ain't gonna call it mistakes, choices that y'all made years ago.
Right.
Hey, I'm here, and I got my own kids now. Let's move forward.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I don't really, I don't talk to them as much, either one of them as much, because of just differences. Like, so I feel you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how to come back from that, y'all. We're going to get into something else, y'all, for it be a waterworks show up on this thing. I'm acting tough. I'm
too
turning
late on
red.
this side.
I'm hot. I'm sweating.
Make sure I ain't got no makeup all over
Yeah,
you.
y'all, we got our nice Mother Before Anything robes on. You can take that home with you, too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
it's
girl.
so plush.
So flat. Mamas, if you ain't got no robe, just get a robe somewhere. Let somebody buy, tell somebody to buy you that for your next gift or something, because I think it's important that we all have them. We all don't want to have no clothes on under these things.
Right.
Anyway, so now that we know that you are booked and busy, how has that workload been for you? Because you've been, from what I'm seeing, you know what I mean, you're posting a lot of different things, but I don't know how long how long it's taken for you to film those things.
Yeah.
So.
It's pretty spaced out, especially now. I feel like, since we came back from the strike, things have kind of slowed down again because of the Teamsters. I don't know.
I know I haven't heard about that, but I do know, like, I feel like they're still trying to work the kinks out of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's what they're still in negotiation. So there's potential threat of another strike.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so it's not very busy right now in the industry in general. But it's been cool because I've been able to focus on my baby and focus on getting this business running. So that's where all of my attention has been going.
Now let me ask you, once you get your business up and running, because I love that you even have this time now. It's just like, once again, God is doing His thing. You know what I mean? Because you keep getting these pockets of time where you can spend that time with your baby. You're not taking too much time away. I love that. Yeah. So when you do get this business up and running and getting it started, do you plan to be the one working there and running it, or
for the when we first open up, like when we first get started, just to work all the kinks out and figure out what we're doing, but definitely we'll be hiring people.
Yeah, I'm going to say, because you're going to be working, girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and my agent actually texted me earlier. I didn't even read it.
Look, she's like, we need you in New York tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, so, I'll definitely have to figure that out.
You gonna have to hire some people.
That's going to be a whole new beast.
It is.
I've never hired people before, so...
Yeah, you got to go through the legal parts of it, making sure you...
That's so much. Like, I've been doing, like, getting the permits and, like, licenses, and that's...
You're going to have an actual location, right? So, then making sure you do... making sure you have your LLC or whatever, and then having employees under it. So make sure you got to do that part. It's a lot.
Yeah,
you're going to have to have them employees, girl, because
Yes.
it's like you're going to have to choose.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you do, but it's going to get to a point where it's like, okay, I know y'all got to start it up, but you got to get the help.
For sure, because I can't be there. Yeah.
You're going to be gone. You're going to be on set, friend.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot, but it's good. It's good to be booked and busy. You rather do that than be sitting at home,
For sure.
staring at the wall.
Not doing what I love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of, was acting always your first career?
Yeah. I always wanted to be an entertainer. I thought I was gonna be a singer, child. I thought I was gonna be Beyonce.
Why you don't? Why you ain't got to be Beyonce? You could be Amber Rain. That's a nice little singer name too. Amber Rain.
Got a little ring to it.
Why you don't want to do that?
I didn't nurture and cultivate my voice the way I should have. I feel like it's too late.
Sweetheart, you in Atlanta. What that mean? You could go to somebody's.
I'm shy.
So you don't really want to. You don't like. You know how like. Well, Summer Walker's shy.
It's different.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you still can sing.
I'll play a singer. I'll do that.
But you don't want to make it a thing. You don't want to. You don't want to write music and sing at all. You still write music at all? Oh, girl, you just so you doing it for fun then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure you ain't.
No, when I was younger, I mean, like 3rd grade, I was writing songs and like I had a group and like that kind of stuff. But that was a long, long time ago. So
you think it ain't possible today, or you just don't want to do that?
Yes, and both of those things. I don't think it's possible, and I don't want to do it.
You're literally connected with singers, or you're in the industry already doing stuff like working with certain people.
I feel like singers get like, okay, like people are so critical. They're critical regardless, but like singing, that's like the most vulnerable thing, and I'm not that great. I don't think to be.
Say so right now. Look, I hate all this. Look,
No.
I cannot stand when people do that. They be like, you an actor, do a scene right now. I'm like, bro,
Cry right now. What?
They be asking you
What?
that.
Yeah. Cry on cue. Like, what?
I'm chilling right now.
I'm in the lounge. I'm smoking a hookah. Why would I be
What are you talking about? Crying for what? I don't know, Amber. You might be able to do it these days, huh? You might be able to cry real quick.
Well, obviously.
Do you think you're more like emotional now? Like
Absolutely.
it's something like me personally, I think once you have a child, it's like something like I think I was discussing this with someone else on another episode that it's like something. It's some chemical.
Yes.
I mean, it is true. Like something chemically happens in the body. We just be tweaking after we have kids.
That's
like,
a fact. That's a fact. I was always like a crybaby, but now it's like I'm super emotional about any and everything. Like and another thing, I don't know if this is weird or if it's just me. I don't know, but I feel like I see my baby in other people, like other kids, other like even adults. Like I don't know if it just like makes me more.
I know what you're gonna say.
Empathic or like. I don't know.
No,
like,
that's
it's just
exactly.
Like if I just feel or care more for people because I have my baby, but like I literally will like see her face or see a certain face that she makes or see something in other people.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think I know what you. Maybe let me know if I'm wrong. But me, like I wasn't really a big kid person. But when I had my kids, when I had my own children, it was like I felt for children more. I'll say. Is that what you're trying to say? Maybe or. No, you
yes
said
and no, but I like literally see like physically,
her face on other people.
Yeah, not like
girl, you be with that baby then a lot.
Not like a mask on top of them or like, but like I just like see like similarities like with her and other people. So I don't know if it's just like I just have a bigger love for humanity or something.
Yeah, that's a good thing though. That is a great thing. I think that's one of the things that come with after having children too. You're more sensitive. You're probably more loving to things.
Yes.
Do be irritated too about stuff.
Yes.
But when it comes to your baby, and I don't know, it's just a lot that happens, y'all, and we can't even explain it. And so, how was that when, like, if you've experienced anything so far, like with after having the baby, like emotional changes and stuff? How has that been with your man? Like. How has he, like, because I know if you don't understand how to explain it to him, he may not understand, but how has he kind of like reacted to that, the change?
Well, I think I try to do a good job of communicating how I'm feeling, even if it's not received well or if I'm not expressing it well. Like I still will, if I feel some type of way, because I'm very kind of like monotone or like, that's not the word. But my emotions are usually like here. Like I'm not very like excited. I'm not like, I'm just kind of like
chill.
Yeah. So if I do feel something, I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's been understanding for sure about that. But I haven't had like I said, like depression or like moments of, you know, really, you know, dark thoughts and stuff like that.
That is so good.
That I hear about. But I think that's because of my support system. Because I think those women that experience those things, they're staying up all night with the baby. They're, you know, don't have any help, you know, at home. They're making all the bottles. They're changing, doing all the changings, all the things. And that, I can only imagine, because if I have her and her dad is, doing something outside the house or whatever, and that it's a job, what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm tired.
I wonder because even with myself, my husband has been very hands-on with our kids. Like, I think he always tried to say to me, one of our kids, he was like, I was up, you were giving it to me, and you go back to bed. He was like, you get the milk, or I get the milk out the fridge or something, you pump it, and you go right back to bed and give it to me. So, you know what I mean? So, one of the kids, he gonna always say he stayed up with our first son. He was like, because we got a daughter, a son, and another son. And he was like, I stayed up with him all the time. You would go right back to sleep. So, I feel like it's not just women that experience those dark thoughts, because me personally, I do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say as much as I used to, but thoughts come up, dark thoughts, or just being in this place where you just kind of want to go on a shell, you want to shut down.
Yeah, for sure.
Just weird. And you cannot, the most frustrating part is you can't express it to anybody, because you don't understand how to express it.
Yeah.
They not going to understand. They just like, either you're tweaking or they going to try to be understanding as much as they can. I think my husband he understand that, hey, this happens. How do I help in this moment? What could I do? Or, you know what I mean? And so I can only imagine just single people doing it, or people that's by themselves.
Yeah.
That is the worst. You know what I'm saying? But that's really good that you haven't experienced that. And I pray that you don't.
I mean, now that you mentioned it, like, certain things that you don't want to repeat, like, a thought may pass by, like, why would I even think that? You know what I'm saying?
Suicidal thoughts?
Yeah, or just like,
I've had suicidal thoughts, and I would never in my life ever think something like that. I was always growing up and taught, like, they was like, that's selfish to ever think like that, or something like that. I mean, nobody really explained it, but I used to hear that growing up. But those thoughts came up after having children. And I'm like, I think I can say now that I'm kind of out of it, that the thoughts, the places that your mind can take you after having children, don't really believe it. Don't believe it. Don't fall for it. Don't think, like, I had a friend that just had a baby. She'll say that she feel like she's less than, or that she's not good enough, or she's not beautiful enough. And it's just like, why here? Why is your mind going there? Why do our mind go there? You know what I'm saying?
Because those aren't even your thoughts.
At this point, it's not.
Yeah.
Where's it coming from then?
It's negative energy. It's, spirits are real. Spiritual warfare is real. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know God, man, I want you to, like, because that's what helped me.
Yes.
I had to cry out to God, and I know my husband was trying to help me. I know my mom or try to talk to me or say something, or I'll try to talk to my husband or whatever. I just feel like he just don't get me. He like, bro, I'm trying. Like, so I get to a point where I'll shut down. I'm like, when I feel like you ain't understanding me, I'm gonna just shut down. But that's not a safe place either, because if you go somewhere and be by yourself, your mind could tweak out. So I had to cry out to God. I remember one time I had pulled up to the store. I was going to the store. I think I was just going to the store just to get out the house and get away from my norm. Just take a second from my kids. And I just was like, God, I do not know what to do right now. I feel like I'm alone when I'm not alone. I'm in a house full of people.
Right.
I'm not alone. I'm not by myself.
Right.
I know that you with me. I know what you said. Please help my mind. Like, just calm my mind. Fill me up with the right words. Send me to some type of sermon or somebody to just talk, because I don't feel like praying right now. I'm really upset. I was like, I'm upset.
Wow.
Please give me somebody that can call me, give me some encouraging words. I'm not a person to cry out to people either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would, after having kids and stuff and experiencing this dark stuff,
Right.
I would keep the stuff to myself and hold it in.
Yeah.
And I felt like nobody understand. I'm just gonna keep it to me.
Right.
I think that day, I just was scrolling on my phone, because I'm like, God, I don't even feel like praying right now. I'm so upset.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just not feeling it, and I just was crying, and I was scrolling. I think I went to YouTube or something. I don't even know what I was looking for. When I say this guy named Jensen Franklin, it's a white man that's a pastor. He his church is actually here. I don't go to anybody's church. We do our stuff at home, our study and everything at home. I opened that message when I say everything I was going through, y'all. Every single thing I was going through.
Wow.
he talked about in that moment and gave the encouraging words, gave scripture to back it, and gave everything that I needed in that moment. It was God speaking through him in that moment.
Absolutely.
Because I was through that day.
Wow.
And nobody probably knew that. I don't think I told my husband. I don't think I told my mom.
Right.
I just drove off somewhere.
Yeah.
And I needed that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you ever just cry out to God, I promise you, however he needs to reach you, he's going to reach you so that you don't get in your own way.
Yes.
You don't harm yourself. You know what I mean? Just our thoughts be tweaking and know that you're not alone. I always want to push that every episode if I can. You are not alone going through the stuff that you're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Man.
That's powerful.
Girl.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. For real. So, I don't know where to come back from that. Look, y'all, we've been getting too deep. It's too hot for this.
Sweating.
Is there anything we should just like be expecting, like, aside from like, or anything coming out that you want to kind of tell people to look out for?
So Kiki Mats, that is my business. That'll be opening up coming soon.
You ain't got no date
I
yet.
can't put a date on it
What
yet.
about a show or something that's about to come out or something?
I don't know if anything's about to
That you
come
can say.
out.
Look, that you can say. Look.
Beauty in Black, but I don't know when that's coming out. But that'll be on Netflix. Beauty in Black, Tyler Perry's new show.
And we
Super
know he
excited
recorded for
about
5
that.
seconds.
I also have a film, but I don't think I can talk about that at all.
Okay.
There's not even a name out yet, so.
Okay.
That'll be on Netflix as well. That's all I'll say.
Okay, that's it. That's on Netflix. She a Netflix girl, y'all. I'm sitting next to a Netflix actor, y'all. Well, is there anything that you would encourage other moms, other acting moms that's aspiring to be actors, that's just becoming moms or want to become a mom? Is there anything that you would encourage them to, encourage them about, period, you know?
I say make sure you have a solid support system. Like that, I feel like that's the most important thing. Like because I wanted a baby, so she was playing.
Okay, yeah.
So if I know it happens sometimes, just, things just happen, or, be rumbling and grumbling, and then,
I know about the rumbling and grumbling.
But I would say just, reach out to people. Like, I don't really like to ask for help too, but you have to have help with kids. Like, it's a whole different beast. It's a whole another thing. So aside from, work, and that's a whole nother thing. That's, it's literally a life.
It is.
So I say just build up your support team, build up your tribe.
It's really
don't
hard
be
to
afraid
trust
to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And there's so many groups, there's so many people. You can reach out to me on Instagram, the Amber Rain. I answer my DMs.
Spell it or say it again for them.
The Amber Rain, THE Amber REIGN. But definitely like talk to people and have help and have friends. As far as pursuing your career, don't let anybody think that you can't do both. You can have a successful career. You can be a mother. You can open a business. You can do all those things, because that's the main thing, like, that people, try to, beat down my throat. Like, don't have a baby, your career, like, it's just going to ruin everything. And it's just like literally changed my life for the better in every way.
And don't even know it. Like, y'all don't even, you can't make your experience mine.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, yeah, you can do it.
You got it, mama.
You got it, mama.
Or soon to be mama.
Yes.
And I know it's probably easier said than done. Build a because I heard you say like build a support system.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
That's true.
But like even today, I was about to say, "Hey y'all, give me a few more minutes." These kids, I got 3 of them.
Yeah, right.
Imagine trying to have somebody watch 3.
Right.
Three of them under 7.
Yeah.
Like, woo.
Yeah.
It could be a lot. You know what I'm saying? So find people that you can trust.
Yes.
And sometimes just find people that you can trust that can really help you and support you and tell them everything that you want to do, as far as like if you're trying to start a business, even if you're just working your job that you love, or you're in the field doing acting or whatever it is that you're doing, find people that you can trust. and then, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Make them your support
Absolutely,
system.
absolutely.
It's
Yep.
very important. And talk to people, whatever it's about.
Yep.
Don't sit in that place in your head.
Exactly. Because it is, there's nothing new under the sun. So if you're feeling it, if you're going through it, somebody most likely has gone through it too.
Absolutely.
And can relate.
And that's the whole point of this show.
Yes.
And at that look, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate you for coming on.
I appreciate you for having me cry all over your couch.
Them good tears. Them really good tears, and they was needed. So I hope y'all was I appreciate you too. Make sure y'all tune in for the next episode. We love y'all, and I thank y'all for watching. And make sure y'all follow Amber. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the very next episode.
Bye.
Bye.